Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. Everyone in crypto is waiting to see, are the crypto prices going to pump again, or are we going to go to the inevitable crash point zone? The first thing we're going to have to talk about is Bitcoin, friends. And of course, it's going to be joined with Ethereum. So Bitcoin, friends, is in its second red weekly candle. But I just want to remind you of something, okay? Most people, all right, we are still in this mindset from basically 2017, okay, when mania hit. Well, basically, it was up only, down only, like that. But because Bitcoin is more of a mature asset class, what we're seeing now is when it moves up, it's having these sideways periods pretty much. Okay, so Bitcoin's actually, I know, dare I say, friends, Bitcoin's becoming more of a store of value. The market is actually choosing Bitcoin to be a store of value. And to be a store of value, you just have periods, your volatility is much less. Now, here's the thing. For us, it's like, well, just don't go 90%. I can handle that. That's pretty much me as well. But for everyone else in here, they still think it's a lot, but this is actually nothing. I mean, if you go back and check, friends, these retracements from the very, very top for Bitcoin, the top to the bottom, this is just 20%, man. And what about this one where it went down here? This was 22%. What about up here? One more time. This is around 21%. So there you go. It's had 21% 3 times. What about this one? There you go. Another 21%. Isn't that crazy? It seems like the pullbacks in Bitcoin seem to be 21%, which would be around 58,000 American dollars. But of course, this doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean it just keeps going up forever. We just have to remember that this golden box of the poopy zone, friends, it has to test everyone. It's going to test everyone one day. The Bitcoin ETF buyers, the Trojan horse buyers. Like, oh yeah, you really want it now? You really want it now? Or you're going to come ask for the government to ban us again? But remember though, we are still green on that weekly SuperTrend. That's all that matters really when we're having a look at it. You know, we're still green. You see, this is following it the whole way up. No reason to be concerned. And what happens when we do flip it? Well, I guess we'll see what happens when we eventually do flip it, because traditionally that means bear market. So hopefully it doesn't happen for a long time. By the way, to remind you, that super trend did not get broken for all of 2015 bear market. So 2016 and 2017 just went on for a full-on 2 years. I know that's wild to see, and I can show you right now. Most people don't believe. There were some close call moments here, and then here. Very, very close calls. But actually, look how long before it flipped. This is nuts, right? So it didn't flip until 812 days. So if you really want to go and you think, oh my gosh, are we a Mt. Gox Ponzi fractal? 812 days be? That would be nuts if that happens. Whoa, friends, that's all the way until, oh my gosh, April to March of 2025, which is coincidentally, remember, 12 months after the Bitcoin halving is 3 out of 3 times altcoins have peaked against their Bitcoin ratio. Okay, so out of 3 cycles, in 2 scenarios, the right thing to do was sell everything into US dollars. That's in 2 scenarios. In 1 scenario, the right thing to do was to sell into Bitcoin. So I think it's just good practice. Once we get to this 12-month mark, if everything is going up, look, we're going to have to evaluate what it is, because it depends on Bitcoin's price. What if Bitcoin's only $100,000 in 12 months from now? Well, you might think, you know what? I think this should go over another panic run. I don't know. But if it's not, if it's like $150,000 or $180,000, you got to think, all right, what are the chances that Bitcoin goes from 180 to 360, basically another double in that period? So I still advise, friends, good practice, because you're never going to be able to predict everything. You got to think about this. You're training yourself for the future. So you're just going to have to accept, you know what? I have half stable coins, half Bitcoin. You basically can't lose with that. Because trust me, friends, even if the bear market comes and you get to buy stuff, you're deploying your USD first. And then when you run out of USD, you'll start deploying the Bitcoin. And trust me, Bitcoin will hold its value, friends. The market's got product market fit, okay? Bitcoin has product market fit. It's storing value, and that's pretty much all you want to see. I want to show you something as well. So Ethereum, friends, is starting to get clobbered again a bit. It's $3,300 now. I'm very proud of everyone who just basically listened to me, because a lot of people are saying, I want to buy, I want a DCA buy. I was like, look, man, I love you all. I'm just telling you now, when I'm seeing 100 plus racist coin names, and they're going after everybody. Are they going to come after helicopter hat people? Please, no, leave me alone. I feel so offended. When they're going after doing racist coin names, like, okay, well, you know, just when you think we hit the bottom of the barrel, we go a step lower. And trust me, I guarantee, friends, this is not the end of it. After we're all desensitized to the racist coin memes, they're probably going to go for child abuser names. I'm telling you now, that's what happens. So if you want to know what's going on, remember, we're trading attention spans. So people are like, wait a minute, How do I grab the bottom of the barrel glue? How do I just poke people just to be poked? You know what I mean? That's basically, I want to aggravate people because I want to bring attention to this coin. That's pretty much what they're doing, okay, at the end of the day. Now, when it comes to Ethereum, friends, Ethereum, we're in a red monthly candle again. As you're going to see, watch, you can actually feel it. It's kind of funny. As soon as you see it, there's been an ominous change. Like, oh, the dopamine's gone. Oh, no, what's going to happen from here? But look, I just got to remind you, it doesn't matter what altcoin you're in, you just got to you got to stick it out through this. Because look, many people, I know you're scared, and I hope you have your very, very sharp elbows to break the back of the bears, but I'm not scared at all. I feel very confident, and that's because everyone else is scared. That's why. Okay, everyone's scared because I know this. I go, oh, thank God. All right, there's going to be a crash, capitulation. It's actually the last free money. That's literally the last opportunity, friends, to make like a boatload, because it's pretty much, you know, everyone who gets out there, like you've already been given the confirmation. They give you Bitcoin ETF. Ethereum ETF is going to come eventually. You know, the world loves crypto. No one's leaving crypto. You know, these rails and all these are being built. You know, there's Coinbase, 100 million coin customers, man, PulseX, yield farms, all these amazing things going on. You know it's here, friends. You know it's here. It's just that when people see the prices, now they go, oh, well, it's all for nothing. But no, it is what it is. Now, got to remind you too, this is my prophecy cheat sheet. Remember, once these are not the coins I own now. For the love of God, man, no one reads. Too many people think this is coins I own now. No, man. What I do is, friends, we get in. If they hit a prophecy and I go, hey, hit prophecy, I'm just going to label it as a call, just as like a mark, kind of like a deer's head, you know, in top of like a hunter's lounge room, okay? These are just the coins in, and so we update them over time. If you notice this, friends, I stopped 2022, 2023. See how they slowed down? That's because, friends, I've been in markets for a long time. I'll tell you right now, the hardest skill to learn in markets is when to put your foot on the accelerator and when to just go, accept it, it's shit. That's literally the hardest skill. If you don't master that skill, by the way, you are going to lose everything. Because I watch this, friends, so many times. I watch people make millions and millions and millions. They kept trading and trading and trading throughout 2022, 2023. They bleed. Because they think that they have a skill. No. What you don't have is a skill, friends. It's not more of a skill. What you have was luck, ability to participate in high volume, high activity parts. So if you're trading in high volatility bull mania, you're trading with a lot of people who don't know what they're doing. And they're hitting market more and more. So your edge is more refined, especially with altcoins and stuff as well. When you trade in the bear market, right, the amount of retails entering, because that's how you get paid, friends. You got to think of everybody as a pool of people. It's player versus player, right? You want basically 95 plebs and basically you and five friends, basically pretty much, okay? All of you there. Because then you're just playing, trading against, it's altcoins as well, buying altcoins and stuff and holding altcoins. You're playing against the 95 plebs. But now if there's only like 5 plebs left, then who you're trading against? You and all your friends who are all smart. You see that? So that's pretty much what happened. So no, these are not the coins that I own now. These are just prophecy ones. But I got to remind you, the reason why I showed you this is just because, remember, all of these friends, all of these, and I mean like all of them except pretty much Rocket Pool, which did like a 23x or something there. All of them, friends, they came after the Bitcoin halving crash. So that's something to think about. We are running early now in this cycle, but that's just something to keep in mind. Where Bitcoin halving is in April, right? So we know it's approaching. So the crash that comes around here, that's like, okay, that's it. Pretty much, you got to be in it. Now, if you go back 4 years ago, I was watching Sir Ivan the Great, and he's had the Good Morning Crypto. He goes, go, and we're alive, like all that stuff, right? So it's when looking at the scenario back then, you had to still have the vision that DeFi was going to be a thing. You couldn't just go buy, like in Zombie Virus, you couldn't just buy XRP, right? You couldn't just buy Litecoin. Those are all the coins Zombie Virus happened like cheap prices. That's what I was saying. Oh, cheap. Everyone's like running away, right? But you still, if you believed in DeFi, you hit the jackpot, and everyone else just kind of does okay. Like XRP, what do you get? Like a 3 or 4x on your mate? That's trash compared to like DeFi that was going ballistic. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind about. Now, I don't know if we're going to get it. AI coins. We want AI coins, but not just any AI, man. They're too high. So I'm waiting for a crash. I want them all to bleed. I want them all to die out, and then we'll see what happens after that point. Now, I've got some quick stuff to go through. Racist meme coins take over Solana. We're going to go through that as well. We've also seen Ethereum back to its red monthly candle. Also, friends, a quick mention as well. DickWifButt has launched on PulseChain. We're going to go through another episode shortly after this as well, but it's like a retaliation meme. It's kind of like a very, very fun meme. DickWifButt, DWB, as launched by the Mr. Too Spooky from HOA Tangang. And It's more because, like, I think what's happened is all the PulseChain sacrifice projects, they collected over $60 million. I think Liquid Loans themselves collected 50 to 1 million by themselves. So I don't even know what the others collected. It could be like $100 million collected, something ridiculous. And now they're asking for community money to list on MEXC. It's $123,000 or something. And I'm looking at the address. I'm like, that's weird. No one wants to donate in. There's only like some project leaders putting like 10 grand and stuff. And I'm thinking like, that's a bit slack. Like I'm saying from the community's perspective. They're like, wait a minute, you took 10 million from us and the most you can put back is 10 grand to get PulseChain listed. So there's basically everyone split between two sides here, but we're going to go through that just a bit later on. Okay. And that was basically launched as a meme, friends. I don't know if you noticed this. Grassroots stuff in crypto keeps working. Bitcoin was grassroots, man. Grassroots starting from the ground. You know, Ethereum's grassroots as well. Started from like, everyone was like, Vitalik's a scammer. This Russian dude's going to take your money. He's like, no, we can change the game. Change here and there, public open address. So these things have success in crypto because everyone's got a bit of rebellion in them. And you know that, friends. This is free world, open market and stuff. Now, I just want to show you, right? This is important. So you have a lot of the guy with the mustache. There's a lot of other racist coin names. And here's a funny part. They got Liquidity locked. You got to laugh, friends. You got to laugh because, of course, race, religion, color, it's not actually about that because you get to the crux of the issue. You're trading attention spans. All right? You're trading attention spans. And you know, friends, as things get older, you become more desensitized to them. You don't want to buy into them. That's why I have this whole concept of cycle one coins and cycle one narratives. They're the B's and E's. They're the things that you want to get into. As you become older, right, it becomes harder to capture attention. And that's why you keep bleeding out. You really do. But this is a hard to pill swallow, right? Because this is the truth, right? People would rather buy racist rug poop coins instead of buying your older coins. Now you see why cycle one coins or cycle one narratives are good. So why are people buying this racist stuff? I go, oh, they see what they literally see. Oh, wow. They see new logo. I've never seen this before. Wow. Or laughing, or like one laughing. And some people are like, oh, it's disgusting. It doesn't really matter, friends. There's laughing, there's reaction. It doesn't matter. It's a reaction. People are like, oh, cool. That's the thing. See, trading attention spans. You see this, think about this, friends, for example. People are rather buying these racist rug poop coins instead of, for example, Hex, instead of Litecoin, instead of XRP, instead of Cardano. They're not pumping them up as much. Right? Why? Because you know, liquidity and market cap and all these attention spans here and there. Okay, so you know, intuitively, you've already been seeing it. Okay, so look, focusing on cycle one coins and cycle one narratives is literally the way to go. It is the product market fit you seek, which is sad because you're like, well, look, there's only a few unicorn cases in crypto with proper product market fit. Bitcoin, clearly store of value. Nothing else is has taken away from it. Ethereum's trying to be there. Okay, you have Ethereum, smart contract layer one platform as well. Really good product market fit. They're both amazing. You have DEXs and stuff, right? DEXs, yes, product market fit, but which DEX? Because it's just a formula. You know what I mean? Anybody could use the formula. You can deploy it everywhere. So is Uniswap? Yeah, it's got brand logo recognition, but everything's dispersing out because Uniswap basically screwed it up with their token, right? But trust me, even as if Uniswap's token got big enough anyway, someone would just go make it anywhere else, and PulseX would still be born on other chains and stuff here and there. So you have privacy as well, but the problem is people want to transact with privacy. We would rather like pay a little fee, tiny fee, like 1 cent to have private transaction stuff here and there instead of storing everything in privacy. So that's probably why Monero, friends, doesn't actually, you know, gain any sex appeal over time. So very, very limited use cases and stuff, okay, when it comes to product market fit. So you obviously have money markets and DeFi and stuff. You have them, but they're not unicorns. Anyone can go do them. They're basically just formulas here and there. So actual product market fit. So yes, there's use cases, but then there's product market fit. Things that can like last the test of time. And obviously everyone's, see, here's the thing, friends. If you just had a network of everybody in crypto, right, you could deploy every coin and then it's worth the whole crypto industry. You're worth 2.6 trillion. You have your store of value coin, you have your Ethereum on there, you've got your Aave and your money markets and your DEX, right? That's pretty much what it is. Remember, it's everybody's sharing for the piece of the pie. Kind of funny. I just scrolled down here, Mr. Big Brain. Come join the family, friend. Dick with the DickWifButt family. Oh, wow. How'd you get the... Wow, this is funny. Okay, so look, see what I mean, friends? Everyone's just coming to have fun, all these. It's pretty much crypto because memes. But remember, new memes. People want new memes. All right, and it's funny. Memes are retaliation, friends, against all the other coins. Why do you think they started making them in the first place? Because like, you know what? Screw your project. I'm just going to put this logo on and everyone's going to have more fun playing around with it and just seeing how far the bull market can take it. Okay, now everyone has like a journey to become listed on Binance, just like, you know, Pepe did. PulseChain is real DeFi, as in really definitely going to pump when Ethereum sends higher in the future. This is real DeFi, friends. Okay, so also shout out to the Somi fan token guys. You just seen, guys. I don't have a token. Okay, but here's the thing: the Somi fan token guys, they have like 50 of my head plastered on every single freaking meme. So I'm just gonna start. Like, it's so funny just to see my stuff here and there. There's a Jim Cramer one as well. There's this new one. Oh man, it's actually funny just seeing stuff here and there. They have me on that, like that the porno girl one as well. It's oh man, I don't know. It's funny. I don't know why my face just planted everywhere, but it is what it is. I think it's just everyone's just enjoyable. This is real network effect building stuff, by the way, not. Hey, we have an office and a water cooler and we're going to make this application stuff. People don't actually give a shit about that, friends. You understand that? Like, people are here, is building like a new system, new revolution. And if you listen to Ivan on Tech, he talks about it a lot as well. Like, people would rather have this new poopy coin rather than anything in the old fiat system. Because it's amazing, because your liquidity transfer rail is so fast. It's a button click. And I never thought about it like that, right? Until I started listening to him. I was like, wow, that's actually a really smart way to think about it. Because why does your meme coin actually have value? It's because of the liquidity pool, right? But do you want to hold your poop coin in your bank account? Really? Like, you can't do anything with. Oh, you can go spend stuff in the real life, but how many watches and cars and everything else do you really need? How much do you spend on it all day? And everything's all digital anyway. But with this, you know, friends, it's just a click away. You know what I mean? So that's something to think about, because it also makes sense, right? It ties into a really Richard Hart's law, because, you know, liquidity bonding and the liquidity rails, because it's like basically a road out of a city. So if you built another road out of a city to the middle of nowhere and put like some town around there, let's say out of New York, right? That will have value just because you now have a road there. Because, oh, sweet, you can go to and from there. So this is basically networks. When you're building basically the branches of the tree and you're just establishing them, right? The market has value. That's why these things will always have some sort of residual value. This is funny, right? Look what made it to the front of this page. Anti-Semitic Jews did 9/11 token searches 2,500%. The ADL urges Solana Foundation to shut down this hateful cryptocurrency project, right? I don't even know. It looks like it's maybe a JPEG thing, but it could be real. I wouldn't put it past the mainstream media. Say, shut down your chain. Shut down your chain. Like, yeah, you're going to have to get over it, friends. Like, look, here's the thing, man. If words on the internet really upset you, you got to check yourself in the mirror, okay? Because life's a lot harder than like, reading some words. Oh, were they racist to me? Oh, they don't think I'm nice. Honestly, get over it, man. I don't know. Everyone's just a little bitch these days. So you're just going to have to accept that words will enter your brain, friends. And when they start to trigger you, I just want you to know that, identify, oh my gosh, I'm getting triggered. Guys, my brain is trying to interpret this in some sort of negative way. And then you have to deal with it. You have to swallow it up, friends. Otherwise, you're never going to make it in this world, especially in the digital realm. And by the way, it goes both ways. So these things trigger you to be sad. Well, there's things that are going to trigger you to be happy. And that's how you end up in snake oil salesman projects. And that's how you end up giving your money all away. So this is funny. I mentioned here, crypto is finally going mainstream. We're talking about racist coins now. It's funny, man. I postulated here, okay? So imagine racist coins get so big that we have to give it a coin market cap sector. You know, where they got this, you know, friends, I'm not joking, 3 years ago, okay? Memes were not a sector on coin market cap. You know that? They were not a coin. I promise, friends. You go back in time, when they first put it up, people were protesting. Yes, people were complaining. They said, okay, this is bad for adoption. Because if you make memes a sector, the industry is going to be considered a complete joke and no one's ever going to take us seriously, and it's going to look bad for all our friends and our family. People were actually saying that. And I was reading the people saying that. I was like, you own XRP and Litecoin, don't you? You couldn't have made it any more obvious. Your coins aren't moving. The rest of us, Kishu, Inu, 40x, SHIB goes 1,000,000x, Doge goes 300x. And look what happens today. Now, fans, memes, what are they worth? Like 60 billion? Something stupid, like ridiculous. Memes, fans. Memes are huge, right? This is crazy, right? If you go to CoinGecko, you just type in meme. You can actually type in the categories meme. That's just crazy, man. Look at this. So here it is right here. Look at this, man. $52 billion with a B. That's right. $52 billion for memes. Back when they said this was never, ever going to be a thing, okay? But this is where it just gets a bit, okay, here we go. It gets a bit sensitive, right? Because racist coins, and here's the thing. Memes are, hey, everybody have fun. But racist coins are, hey, everybody, let's pick on this group that we all hate together. Now, this is going to be a test of humans, right? Do you think racist coins are going to go away? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think See, friends, everyone knows this, by the way. You ever watch like famous TV shows and movies and stuff? How the characters bond together is they suffer together. They suffer or they hate a common enemy or something, okay? So racist coins is basically like, hey, we're all like-minded. Let's go hate these guys or these girls or these aliens. So it's the same thing. So it's kind of funny. You got to remember, friends, you got to take it a higher level. You're just trading words on the internet. So makes you think, right? What are you even trading on the stock market? You're trading words on the internet. Yes, you are. You don't get access to their voting rights. They say you do. You don't get shit. You can't change the menu log at McDonald's. You can't change, Ferraris. You can't change a Ferrari logo from a horse to like a caterpillar. You can't do that, okay? You can't actually do anything. It's basically they go, hey, we've kind of set up this kind of legal structure where it's just a piece of paper. You can't transfer it anywhere. It sits in New York on literally a computer, and which is the DTCC, whatever it's called, right? The Department of Cucks. So you have this kind of like theoretical entitlement to cash flow. Theoretical. You don't actually get the cash flow. The company goes in, but theoretically, if poop hits the fan, you could get access to this cash flow. That's basically what it is. It's like maybes and ifs and maybes and ifs, and in 98% of cases, you can't even get it, and then you got to liquidate and pay all the fees, and the solvency lawyers destroy you anyway. So you're wondering, like, why is everybody even in the stock market in the first place? Do you see what I mean? So we're seeing more and more of this, friends. But here's the thing. The truth, though, is when it comes to stocks, it's not about the fugazi of the paper. It's about the meme of investors. Do you understand? That's actually the psychology of investors is the most important part. It's not actually what it is. The psychology of investors is there is 100 years of data to show that when humans in an economy are allocated USD currency units and they have access to a capital market, and you set up these little game rules where you go, well, you're kind of allowed to invest, and you set them up. On average, what they do is they buy stuff where cash flow is coming into the company. Okay, that's on average what they do. It's not the government forcing them to do that. It's the free market. Free market goes, well, we like this meme, and the meme is very, very powerful in stocks. You can't go to the stock market and say, you know what, your meme's trash. You can't go do that. It doesn't work in that world. Just like how stock market boomers cannot enter crypto realm and say, you are a coin and you should be worth zero. Why? Because you have no cash flow. And then I tell you, no, DickWifButt hit 1 million valuation, which is more than what you're worth. And it's just literally a picture of a dick butt overnight. You know what I mean? So now you get to see, okay, the different memes. Also in commodities, friends, commodities like, your house, for example, is NFT land. You have like commodities, oil and stuff. They're valued differently, for example. So these things, you can't value. So for example, your house, okay, you live in your house, okay. Sell it to me for $0 because there's no cash flow. And they go, no. I'm not going to sell you for $0. I could theoretically rent it out to somebody and make cash flow. And I could theoretically go out there and find somebody else who could pay a bigger price. You know what I mean? You go, oh, now you're thinking of the coulds and the theoretics. But each asset class has its own meme of the investors in there. That's why people who cross asset classes, friends, usually get blown to pieces. I'm sure you've noticed that as well. People in crypto, what do they go do? They go buy stocks. They got no idea. They're buying Tesla and tech. Like, you have no idea how they work, man. You got no idea. You don't even know what cheap in them is. You got no idea how overvalued they are been for like 15 years. All these other stuff, right? And they'll probably regret it. And this is what happens every single time. Trust me. When I was trading super aggressively, friends, I'm trading bonds and spreads, and you want to go do more. But instead of like taking on more risk, what you end up doing is you're like, oh, I want to go trade the European bonds. All right, I want to go. And trust me, there's a different meme of them as well. You get blasted. Everyone still remembers, man, don't go against the German bond. Don't ever fade that. Okay, so you see all these things. So as soon as you venture out, you get destroyed. Now, here's a funny part. Have you ever heard of a man called Warren Buffett, who is the greatest investor of all time, the Oracle of Omaha? He always says, man, first thing he knows to do is what I learned off him. You got to look at your circle of competence. You understand that? You got to draw your own circle and go, anything outside of this circle, I am a retard. Okay? I'm a retard. I have no idea what happens. Okay? Don't ask me about any questions outside of here. All I know is this. It's also called, friends, some people say like refining your edge. Basically, you're sharpening your sword. So don't ask me how to go and value a freaking Korean train stock like Warren Buffett is doing. Warren Buffett can make 50% every like 6 months compounded per year because he knows the memes of stocks and stuff. It's just like us buying poop coins and stuff in a bull market, right? He would have no idea how to do that. See what I mean? So that's why you can't venture out. Okay, it's really, really important to think about this. And it's the same thing, right? We're looking at racist coins. People are going like, wait a minute. How does this stuff all even come together and work? But now you just see, right? It's the meme of this network effect and trading attention spans, right? So I even postulated, what if racist coins hits 1 billion in size? And I've even said, to be honest, it makes sense because we know deep down everyone is DNA programmed to hate outsiders, which is kind of funny. But here's a sad part. What people don't know is people are going to go and protest against this stuff, not knowing they're going to keep putting racist coins as a sector up into the lexicon of everyone and talking about them. Racist coins. I don't like them. I'm like, all they're doing is they're throwing fuel on the fire. They don't know that. They keep talking about it and talking about it. So it's just ticker so. But I think it's interesting just to see, because you got to know what you're actually doing in crypto, friends. Remember, everything is attention span and the narrative, right? That's what narrative is. The narrative is what's a common meme, attention span grabbing thing that can grip humans for demand, right? And it loses its effectiveness each cycle. Cycle 1, you hit the jackpot. Cycle 2, you hit semi-jackpot. You got to go in harder though. Cycle 3, pretty much you're a curse because there's other new narratives that grip everybody else before that, right? So I also had a joke here. Maybe being racist to aliens will do well because everybody, right? We're humans, right? Or some would say, friends, actually probably descendants of them. Wink, wink. That would be kind of funny, kind of ironic. Here's the thing. This would be offensive to Vitalik if we did that. This is not what I imagined when I first joined crypto, yet here we are. So interesting, right? You all know you're here for a casino, so you're just trading attention span. Can anybody solve for this though? That's the thing, because the thing with, friends, the thing with these coins is it's so cumbersome. It's like, okay, everything that gets made, oh my gosh, you're going to be old in a year. You're going to be old in 5 years. We don't like that. We want stability. But that's why, for example, Ethereum maxis will say, look, if you buy Ethereum, you're betting on all of this stuff. Let the free market do that. You're like buying an index, pretty much. That's what people believe in that. And it could be true, right? So I hope one day we get the index of crypto that makes everything at least more stable, less volatile. But most of your opportunity is gone. You won't be able to make money off that index. No way. Your returns will be trash. You're going to have to still be doing all this stuff itself. So obviously the real innovation comes from people creating stuff. So, throwing a lot of concepts here and there. What do we do from here? Well, still holding our altcoins, still waiting to see how the bull market plays out. But it's very, very important, right? That's why you have to sell in Euphoria, friends. That's why you have to sell. Because you can't be staked, okay? You can't be staked. No, you have to sell in Euphoria. You have to start trimming in Euphoria. Because the average person that enters and comes in with you, it's not that the product you're in is trash. It's not that. It's that the people who enter to buy are trash. They are trash investors. They are weak. They are cowards. They don't know how to hold red candles. They disappear on the first 1 or 2 red monthly candles. They call everything a scam. They kick up their feet. They liquidate lows and they go protest and they go file against the SEC against you, right? Wink, wink, wink. So you can't be long with them. You can't, okay? You can't be holding with them. You have to be getting out because wait a minute. You have an attention span of a goldfish. Where were you in the bull market? You didn't like this product. You don't like this product at all. You're only here because this thing has started to go up and people are talking about it now. But what happens when they stop talking about it for a year? Okay, you're going to be out. You're going to be dumping lows with everyone else around you. It's a PvP game. Don't ever forget that, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe. Don't forget, love to catch you soon.